Hello guys, ID1 here. In today's video, we're going to talk about video games today. Video game topics of favorite games I like and things. I'm going to talk about a gaming studio which is Rockstar, which are the people that make the Grand Theft Auto games and your Red Dead Redemption, Bully, etc. I'm going to talk about my favorite Rockstar games, what I like, and go from there. And see what you guys think. And if you guys like video game topics like this, of favorites and stuff like that, let me know in the comment section below. I'll definitely do one of games and stuff, of PS2, whatever. Anyways, I think my first Rockstar game I'm going to talk about, I think, is going to be Bully. Now, I have actually played Bully for the PS2 and stuff. I do have a PS2 and stuff. I'll have to do a PS2 collection sometime of like what I have and stuff, because I have like 105 games to that console. I had a lot of. That was my one of my favorite consoles when it came out, and I do have a few gems in there. Don't have a lot of them, but I do have a few in there that you probably wouldn't know anything about. I mean, when it comes to like rare games, like they made that. Okay. Bully was a pretty fun game. I like the private school kind of like world that they kind of adapted with this, where it's basically one of those games where, like, how horrible of a bully can you be? Like be this bad person and just do these horrible funny pranks to people, and just going around in the school and doing pretty much own the place. But the thing I like about that about Bully is that Bully is just one of those different games and very unique, and it has a really cool nostalgia to it, to where it kind of gives you that, like, I'm going to do this thing to you, but don't do it. Just don't do it. Oh, I'm going to do it to you anyway. It's like one of those, like, I guess, type of scenarios. Anyways, I think with Bully, yeah, Bully was just one of those cool other Rockstars, and they kind of got me back. Not really into because it was Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead Redemption, and then Bully, I think, were the ones that kind of got me into a lot of some of the other Rockstar games and stuff too, that I thought were really fun too, that I have for PS2. I know some of them are for the Xbox as well, but some of those I didn't. I do have some copies from the PS2 and the Xbox as well, but there's some of them on the original Xbox I have that I don't have. But compared to the PS2, because I have most of them. I have most, not all the Rockstar games, but most of the ones for that. Anyways, the story of Bully is actually pretty good too, pretty decent too, of its story, characters, and everything. Overall, I think Bully is a really fun game. I would like to see Bully. Actually, I think they've remastered it and stuff. I think they remastered it for the Xbox One. I'll have to look it up. But I'd like to see them do a remastered thing to it, or do a remaster thing to it, and possibly give it a sequel in the future or something. I like to see a Bully 2, just like they gave Red Dead Redemption a second one. I definitely would like to see a sequel to that. The next Rockstar game I will talk about is Manhunt. I think the first time I played this game, I think I remember the first time when I was playing this game, whenever I was playing this game, my first thought was Purge. This is pretty much Purge as a video game. If Purge was a video game, because that's literally what I kind of got out of it, and it's really kind of how it feels, because Manhunt is like brutally like some of the things on the game that they did to these people were bad, but it was one of those types of games. But it was kind of really interesting when it comes to like those types of games, like those gritty and brutality and like tear you to pieces like type of game. I really enjoyed it though. I would definitely like to see a remastered of that for the Xbox One or something. I'd like to see as a sequel too. Imagine the graphics of that compared to like what they're doing with the GTA and stuff. What they've been doing with GTA and stuff. I would definitely like to see Manhunt have a sequel. Okay. Next one I'm going to talk about is Red Dead Redemption. Now, I really enjoyed Red Dead Redemption in its Western cowboy theme. Both of them are really good games. I really enjoyed both of them. I really can't say which one's my favorite because I really enjoyed both of them. And when I mean I enjoyed both of them, I played the hell out of both of them. Now, I think for GTA, for Grand Theft Auto, I find it really kind of cool where you could be this cowboy, you could be an outlaw and just gun down people. And it's kind of cool. You can have like gun duels like in the Old West does. That's kind of cool. You can do wanted men posters, so you can go up to the wanted, there'll be a dude that'll come out and he'll put a wanted poster, and if you look at it, and if you decide you want to go get that person, if you get either capture him alive or shoot him, you get the prize money. I think that's kind of cool. And you can even steal other people's horses. Just similar to the Grand Theft Auto thing, just cowboys and Wild West. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, I had to get a drink there. Okay. Back. For Red Dead Redemption, I really enjoyed it though. I think it's pretty cool that it's gotten a sequel and stuff. Which just kind of reminds me, I like to see them get a Red Dead Redemption 3. That'd be kind of interesting. And it kind of goes up towards that, you're kind of going up further to that, modern era, so that 18. So, you're probably going up further towards that, the 1886 era, where you're kind of going towards that, you're kind of going towards that, that type of, kind of similar to Assassin's Creed Syndicate. You're kind of getting to the, where roads and buildings and stuff are starting to be more citied, and they didn't have cars just yet, but you're starting to get wagons and more things that are starting to feel like a car. Because in like the Syndicate ones, if you look at London, England, there's no cars right now, but everybody is all riding in a stagecoach, and they kind of operate just like similar like a car. So like they're getting pretty close to doing that. But I think it'd be pretty cool if they do a Red Dead Redemption 3. And like I said, I think they should give Bully and Manhunt a sequel as well, to kind of go with like Grand Theft Auto, because Grand Theft Auto has a lot of different games and spin-offs of their stuff. This is all I got for Red Dead Redemption. For my next Rockstar game that I like is L.A. Noire. I really enjoyed L.A. Noire. It's kind of cool. Like a 1920s or 40s kind of like police detective like type of game where you basically play as a detective cop in Los Angeles. You're doing your cop duties, your detective duties. You're writing down like, okay, what happened and blah 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 blah, which is kind of cool. Very different, very interesting for a game. I would always just write not very fun things on there just to like, or I would just like, oh no, you're a liar. I would just have my own fun with it. Anyways, but that's what's pretty cool about Grand Theft Auto, that L.A. Noire. You really can't steal the cars in the game, but you pretty much it pretty much has the same driving, the same driving, the same driving mechanism as Grand Theft Auto. Well, it's in a different era, like either 1920s or 40s. I can't really remember what year they're set in. But I find it really kind of cool, and I really like to see them possibly do a sequel to that, and of something. But we'll see. Maybe they'll do something within, like, since they did it in LA, maybe they'll do something with like New York or Chicago based. That'd be kind of cool. Okay, for my next Rockstar game, this is a different. I've played the Midnight Club games, which are the racing games. I thought those ones were pretty fun. They were they were starting to get more different types of racing games, because I think a lot of people want something different other than like your Need for Speed games, and your Need for Speed, and then you also had your Burnout games, which Burnout was pretty fun series and stuff. Especially Burnout 3 Takedown, which is one of my favorite racing games I've ever played. But my next Rockstar game I'm going to throw out here it's a ping pong game. Now, the thing I find unique about this game is like I find it very interesting that ping pong or table tennis, whatever you call it, I think it's kind of cool though with how and like and some of and I've seen them do a remastered of it with Xbox One, and I've actually seen some gameplay with it, and that looks pretty good. Like there's some different details I've seen with it, not too much, but I've seen them change some things and do some minor things with it, which is kind of nice. Yeah, it's interesting as like table tennis, like, but I find it interesting because like for table tennis, I've even like took in the ping pong, I would just like hit it at the crowd sometimes. And some of the people in the crowd get kind of irritated and pissy at you, like so. But yeah, if you haven't played it, I think it's called ping pong or table tennis. I don't remember what the title name is called, but it's actually a game that Rockstar did, and it's kind of interesting for a game, especially like table tennis. Like, and this is my very last Rockstar game, and that is going to be the Grand Theft Auto series. Where do I begin? There's just so much you do with this game. You could be a criminal. You could put your stories. You can, do all kinds of sorts of crazy things with these games. You can sell your cars. You can, I don't know, you can be like a Dom Toretto, hoard a bunch of cars in your garage and just be a car collector or whatever you want to do with those types of games, especially for Red Dead Auto. I think my favorite Grand Theft Auto games are going to be San Andreas, Vice City, Grand Theft Auto 4 was pretty good. Grand Theft Auto are going to be Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, Vice City. Grand Theft Auto 4 is pretty good, and then you have Grand Theft Auto 5. And then I'm going to put Grand Theft Auto 3 as the last one, and the reason why is because Grand Theft Auto 3 was okay, wasn't my favorite. I mean, for a while, whenever I had a PS2, I was wanting a Grand Theft Auto game, and I was wanting a Grand Theft Auto game, and one of the ones I wanted was San Andreas or Vice City, and I didn't really get those yet. Well, I went to a pawn shop at a store, and one of the Grand Theft Auto games I had was Grand Theft Auto 3, and I was like, and it was like a $3 game at a pawn shop, so I was like, well, I do want a Grand Theft Auto game, so I'll take it. So I took that and stuff, so I do have that as well. But, I really enjoyed Grand Theft Auto. I really enjoyed Grand Theft Auto San Andreas and Vice City, and it's those games. And then 4 was pretty good, and then 5 is still a played game today, and I still play it every now and then. So I've even done a few videos off of it. So. But yeah, I think that's about it for Rockstar games, guys. Not really sure else what. I know there's a lot of Rockstar games they've made, but I don't know, on top of my head, how many they've all made. But those are one of my favorite games, and those are the ones I like. Comment section below and tell me what your favorite Rockstar games are, and if you like game comments like this, comment section below, let me know. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button as always. I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.